Hi everyone, Wade here. Today I'm doing a review on the Chessnut Pro. I've had the Chessnut Pro for a few weeks now. I'm going to talk to you about some good points and bad points and help you make an informed decision on whether or not this is the board for you. The Chessnut Pro is a part of the Chessnut series. You've got the Chessnut Air, Pro and the upcoming Evo. So today we're going to talk about the board, the pieces and how they work together with the applications. We'll start off with the board. The board is one solid piece. It's quite heavy. It feels great, looks great, and it has LEDs in it that light up when you move the pieces. However, you don't actually see the LEDs until the game is in play. So unlike other e-boards out there, you won't actually know that this is an e-board until you actually connect it and play with it. It is quite a large board, it won't fold, and that makes it very hard to take it from destination to destination. If you're looking for something like that, you might be looking at a smaller board. Now, the Chessnut Pro is also very difficult to turn. So when you're playing online, you may actually have to pick up the board and rotate it around. Every e-board has this problem. There are solutions to it, such as getting a device underneath to help you easily turn it left or right. The Chessnut Pro also requires a lot of space. It is something that you can either leave on display, but if you want to store it away, it may be difficult if you don't have a lot of room in your house or apartment. Overall, I knew exactly what I was getting, so the size of the board is not an issue for me. I wanted a board that was tournament size. I wanted pieces that also were tournament size, so that's why I went for this board. It's going to be a display piece in my home, which is exactly what I want from a good quality chessboard. The pieces are wooden, hand-carved Staunton pieces. They come in a full set with one extra queen each. The pieces also come with chips inside them, so that when you move them on the board knows exactly what piece is where. I was pleasantly surprised when I opened the board and I got the pieces out, as I had heard some negative reviews about the pieces being very lightweight and not of good quality. However, me personally, I feel they're actually quite alright. There are some minor imperfections with all hand-carved pieces, and the Chessnut Pro is no exception to that rule. When looking at the pieces, you do notice that the queens for each set are slightly different to each other. You also notice a few little minor imperfections in some of the pawns. And finally, the height of the king for black was slightly higher than the height of the white king. These little imperfections I'm willing to look past, because I find that these pieces and this board work so well together, and I'm very happy overall. Now, there are some problems with the pieces. If you were to lose a piece, you may run into issues with trying to start a game, because the board will actually detect if pieces aren't there. There is a solution to this. You can actually order additional chips to go inside your own pieces. So if you were to ever lose a pawn, you could go and put another pawn on the board to replace that pawn, and put the chip for the pawn into that piece, and you'll be good to go. If you don't like the pieces that come with the board, you can always order the board by itself, and then you can order additional chips to put into your own pieces. Now, I did order a chipset to come along with the board, and honestly, I was doing it because I did not think I would like the pieces. I do actually like the pieces a lot, so that chipset will not be used for a while. In the future, I do plan on getting a nicer set of pieces to go with the board, but for now, I'm very happy with what I've got. When you open the board for the first time, you'll be instructed to download some software to go with your device. The Chessnut Marketplace comes with different platforms, including Windows, Android, and Apple. I have tested out the Windows and the Android. The Windows app worked okay for me. However, I don't feel like connecting my board to a PC via USB is the way I want to go. I am more a fan of the Android app, which works perfectly for me, and it met all my needs. Connecting to Chess and chess.com were incredibly easy, and playing online with those apps was working as expected. I actually had the opportunity to play several games, including a classical game which went for 90 minutes per player, and that game lasted for a good 2.5 hours, and I didn't have any issues playing that game. The app also comes with its own built-in engine, allowing you to play against a AI or computer opponent. The good thing about the AI engine is it allows takebacks. So when you're moving a piece, if you find that that's not the move that you wanted to do, let's say you moved it too slowly and it got stuck on a square that you weren't going for, you can always update that move without having to go through the app. You just move the piece on the board and that will correct the movement. When playing on the board, as you may have discovered when looking up other videos of the Chessnut Pro, you don't actually need to look at the screen at all. When you play on the board, it will make the move on the app, and then the app will tell the board what move to do, and the board will light up with the LEDs telling you which piece is to go where. So who is the Chessnut Pro for? The Chessnut Pro is for your serious and your casual players. It's for people who really enjoy the game. Maybe it's somebody who wants to have a nice piece that is out on display at all times. And it's definitely for somebody who enjoys playing over the board. The Chessnut Pro is not for somebody who wants to take their board around to a lot of places. There are plenty of e-boards out on the market, including ones such as the Chessnut Air, which are quite easy to carry, put in your bag and take to a new location. The Chessnut Pro, however, even moving it around the house, if you live in a small environment, can be quite difficult. If you don't have any space on your table, this may not be the board for you. But if you've got plenty of space and you've got somewhere that you want to leave this board out on display, this is definitely a good choice. If you have any questions or you want to leave any comments, please feel free to do so down below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. And of course, if you like this video and you want to see more content on the Chessnut Pro, please feel free to like and subscribe. Other than that, thank you very much for watching and have a great day.